This particular episode is about the time my friend's boyfriend threw my fucking phone out of a goddamn car window. So my friend has this boyfriend that their relationship is very tumultuous. And before I even met him, he had an issue with me. Like, I don't understand how you have a problem with me, boo. I don't even too much know you. As I told my friend, I can get along with anyone. And typically, if a person has a problem with me, it's because it's you. Having said that, we started off on the wrong foot. Okay. But, over time, he warmed up to me and I warmed up to him because my thing, like I told my friend, was I know he's your boyfriend, but I'm not going to kiss his ass. I'm not going to disrespect him, but I also want to be disrespected. So fast forward, okay, bitch, here it is. We're going to this event. And we were going to this event with a few other girls. The hostess was, very hospitable. She was amazing, etc. She had food, which a lot of times the girls will be like, oh, we're providing food. And then you show up and it's chips and dip. Girl, that's why I don't even expect the children to feed the girls. Because when you show up, you're always disappointed. But in this particular instance, girl, I showed up and girl, she had mac and cheese. Girl, she was serving the girls legendary, I think she had legendary turkey that was not dry. She was giving you cocktails, bitch. She was giving you like collard greens, bitch. She was giving you mashed potatoes. Like, she was giving you a legendary meal, right? So I was very surprised, like, oh wow. So when you said you were providing the girls a meal, you actually provided the girls a meal, not chips and dip, bitch. Okay, so anyway, we got to the house. We're having a good time. And initially we were playing Mario Kart on the Wii, which I loved it. Like, I was having so much motherfucking fun. And at first, I was killing all the girls. Girl, I was slaying the competition, bitch. Like, girl, you don't see me like Amelia Earhart. 1 minute I'm in front of you, the next minute I'm gone. And then all of a sudden, they wanted to play this stupid ass game called Just Dance. I hate that game. To start with, you don't have adequate space. There's not enough room for you to play this game with 3 and 4 people, boo. And number 2, I don't like any game where somebody's in my personal space. I don't like that. Like, I don't need you all up in my space, and I don't want to be in your space. This is why I would never do Zumba. And by the way, that game is not programmed for the average person. They just be breaking it down like, bitch, do I look like Janet to you? Seemed like you would first show me how to do it, and then we would do it together after you did it once. But how much sense do it make for, I don't even know what you're gonna do, but somehow I'm supposed to do it with you? That doesn't make sense. It's not a game that I get enjoyment out of, so I didn't want to play. But then I got peer pressured into it. And then there was this one guy that we came to the event with, and he had too much to motherfucking drink. And okay, I was dancing, but girl, it was going too fast for me because they picked this stupid, complicated song, and he started kicking me in my leg like, oh no, you are not trying. You need to work harder. You need to give me more. And I looked at him, I said, with all due respect, you have one more time to kick me and it's going to be a problem. Because this is just a motherfucking game. And I already said I did not want to play. And so, bitch, I'm not a goddamn dancer. I'm doing the best that I can. And I'm giving it all that I've got, Anita Baker. And what you're not going to do is assault me just because you think I'm not serving you Sierra. Fast forward. The rest of the night was okay. We get in the car. As we're driving, my friend's boyfriend was in the, what do you call it, on the side of the car, the little compartment on the side of the door. And he was like, oh, whose phone is this? And my friend does Uber also. He has like 3 or 4 jobs. I don't even fucking know, but he does Uber also. And he's like, oh, you know what? That probably is one of my Uber customers. And the boyfriend was like, oh, girl, no ma'am, no God. Girl, this is a Sprint phone. Whose phone is this? Girl, no ma'am. And he was just carrying. He was like, well, I'm telling you, I don't know whose phone it is. It's probably one of my customers from Uber. But let me see the phone. So just in case they call up to recover their property, I will have a phone to give them. And girl, she was like, oh, no, but whose phone is it, bitch? Whose phone is it, bitch? No. You playing stupid. You trying to play me. And all the while this is happening, I've had a few drinks, bitch. And I'm just thinking, well, what my friend is saying does make sense. More than likely, there's probably a customer. And girl, I wasn't really putting 2 and 2 motherfucking together. So then his boyfriend was like, oh, girl, well, it's paid. Since you can't tell me whose phone this is, girl, it must not be that important. Girl, she rolled with it out and threw it out the damn door. Try it. And then all of a sudden it hit me. I'm like, oh my God, we got to stop the car. And my friend was like, why? I was like, because that phone that he just threw out, that was my phone. And then the boyfriend and the other 2 girls in the backseat with me were like, well, then why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you say anything? And I said, one thing about it, you know how people talk about shaming? What you're not going to do is victim shame me, boo. Because at the end of the day, Okay, I've been drinking. It's almost 4 in the motherfucking morning, bitch. It's dark in this goddamn car, bitch. I couldn't see the details of the phone because my case is black. So, bitch, I wasn't putting 2 and 2 together. But it's not my fault that this bitch was stupid and threw my phone out the motherfucking window. So what you're not going to do is put it off on me because I didn't know it was my phone right away. Well, why didn't you say anything is what they were saying. Like, okay, what we're not going to do is make it about me when it was obviously about your stupid ass being insecure and not listening to your boyfriend explain to you how most likely it was probably a customer. Because that did make sense. It's like, why were you acting like that was so far-fetched to believe? You know, but that's that dumb shit where it's like, okay, you know, I could see if it was some shit where you came home and it was like something where it was like, okay, whose underwear is this? Or whose phone is this at the house? But if you know he does Uber and you went into his car and saw that there was a book bag that was not his, maybe it's an Uber person. Anyway, I said, no, we need to turn this car around right now because, bitch, I need to look for my phone. And then the girls in the backseat were like, girl, you need to just let it go because that, first of all, it was raining. And again, my phone was in a black rubber case. So it wasn't even like it was the best case, right? And the screen was already cracked. So that's the reason why I have another phone as it is, because that phone had a cracked screen and I just wasn't pressed on getting the screen fixed yet. So anyway, they were like, girl, that phone is gone. You may as well just let it go because it's dark. You're not going to find it. And even if you do, girl, it's going to be water damage. You won't even be able to use her. And I was like, girl, okay, well, that's fine. We're turning the car around, boo. And she was like, well, girl, I got some place to be. I said, well, if you're that pressed to get to where you're trying to go, then we can stop the car, let you hop out, and girl, Godspeed. I will say that the boyfriend was very remorseful. He was like, oh girl, I'm so sorry, girl, no guy, I'm so sorry. I wish I would have known that. I never would have done that. And in my mind, I'm thinking, there really was no excuse for him to react that way. I will say he did help me look for it. I feel like the universe is always looking out for me. And so even though I did not know where my phone was, I was like, it's fine because I know my phone is okay. I feel it in my spirit. And that's the reason why I wanted to turn around, because I'm like, no, we're going to find my phone and it's going to be okay. Even though y'all are being haters, it's okay. Because bitch, if someone had thrown your phone out the window, you would feel differently about the situation. But I really couldn't care less what you think. We're looking for my phone. So anyway, we're looking for my phone. And then I found the rubber case. But the phone was not in it. And I'm like, oh my God. He starts walking all the way down the hill, which by the way is like a bunch of rocks, mud, and puddles of water. And in my mind, I'm thinking, now how would my phone have gotten all the way down there when the case is all the way here? Bitch, do you know he found my phone all the way in a ditch, a puddle? So having said that, I got the phone, I dried it off, and I pressed the power and the shit cut on. So I got my case and my phone and it worked. And you want to know what? The screen was already cracked, but it didn't even get any new cracks. So after all that happened, I pulled him to the side and I was like, number one, I want to thank you for helping me find my phone. Although you were the one who threw it out the window, no shade. The bottom line is you have to trust your man. Because even though right there on the spot, we did not have all the answers to the question that was being asked of him, as his partner, you have to give him the benefit of the doubt. You know he does Uber. People leave their stuff on Uber all the time. It does happen. And when he's telling you that he doesn't know, believe him. Because when it was all said and done, after you had this big blow up the way that you did, there was a logical explanation. Sometimes, if you just give it a moment, the questions that you are asking, the answers will reveal themselves in time. Having said all that, girl, I love you down. You already know the drill. Vias the Blanche, Alitu Gully Slam, the best will always come through. And as we already know, we've arrived, girl. We're here. Having said that, until next time, baby, that's all there is. Bye. Vias the Blanche.